Why am I reviewing these? Because the royal wedding is this Saturday. Will I be watching it? Yeah, I will. I love the royal family to death. It so happens that Meghan Markle did movies. She did Hallmark Channel movies. I knew this was coming out before I even knew when the royal wedding was. And I'm like, oh wow, this royal wedding is coming out really, really soon. So I got this from the library. I was planning on watching it anyways, but I say let's get right into it. This has Dater's Handbook, When Sparks Fly, and Royal Hearts. Meghan Markle is only in two of these. So let's start off with Dater's Handbook. Dater's Handbook is all about this girl who is just trying to find the right guy, is all she's trying to do. And if you're wondering what I am reading off of, this is my notes I take during the movie. She is trying to find the right guy, so she's basically just I'm gonna say two-timing the guys, because she has two guys she really likes. She's going by this Dater's Handbook, which is a book written by an author who's always in love and everything, teaching everybody how to find the right guy and everything. And of course, at the end of the movie, she writes a book on how to get over divorce, because she's going through a divorce herself. Yes, she's going through a divorce. Apparently, we live in Jersey now. Meghan Markle, she's Meghan Markle. She's not all that great in this film. She gives in the Hallmark Channel effort. There's not much more I can say with her. She's gorgeous, that's it. But she's not all that good. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry, I thought that was somebody on my street. Alright. But she is okay. This is not a good movie. It's not a bad movie. It's very mediocre. I didn't hate watching this movie. It was a enjoyable time watching it. But when you think about it in a critical standpoint, the editing is bad. Like, there's a scene where she has two different outfits on. She's getting ready to go on this date with one guy, and then this date with the other guy. And the way that it happens is just so jumbled and messy. Another thing about this movie is the Dater's Handbook. She has an audio version and a physical copy? Okay, so you're telling me that you are reading it? When do you have time to read it? They never show her reading it. The only time you see her with the actual book is like twice in the entire movie. The audio book of it is voiced and read by the author. Okay. Except you don't get all the chapters. She goes from the prologue, skips a couple days, goes to chapter 1, then to 3, then to 5, then to 7, then to 12. This is not your normal Hallmark movie. They're basically telling you that it's okay to string along two people at once. It's mediocre. What else am I going to say? I'm going to give Dater's Handbook a C-. Meghan Markle wasn't terrible in it, but boy was she far from good. She is just bland in some scenes. She just acts like, I want my paycheck, let me leave. Does it say what year? No, it does not. Yes, it does. 2016. She did this movie after she did When Sparks Fly. Let me see what else she was in. Oh, looky there. That was the... Oh, those were the only two actual Hallmark movies she did. That's why. Apparently they didn't pay her enough, or she met Harry. I'm not finding anything else huge or anything big she did. Like a lead role or anything. All it says here is A Lot Like Love, where she played a hot girl. That's literally what she played, is hot girl. Megan and Remember Me. Horrible Bosses, she played Jamie. Mindy and Random Encounters. Of course, When Sparks Fly, which is the next movie I'm reviewing. And then she was in Suits. Is she still in Suits? Apparently she's still in Suits. I personally don't watch Suits. I know it's getting canceled. You won't be seeing her do much more acting after this wedding. Her Majesty will have to teach her how to be a part of the royal family, teach her what she can and cannot do, and the royal advisors will have to teach her what she can and cannot do. Like, I bet you her and Harry already have this big plan of where they want to go on their honeymoon. It's probably going to be like Hollywood or something. She's going to try and change him into a American boy. Get a house in Malibu. The exact house that Diana wanted is what I've heard. Which I think is just kind of disrespectful. And I swear, if she's trying to be the new Diana, it's not going to work. If that's what she's doing, I'm catching it right now. I personally wasn't alive when Diana was huge. All I know is Diana was doing the same exact things that she's doing. Nudging the fourth wall. I'm not gonna call it breaking fourth wall. I'm gonna call it nudging it, pushing it just a little bit, and then pulling it right back in. Seeing how far she can go without getting in trouble with Her Majesty. If Megan sees this, I'm sorry, but let's see how she does in When Sparks Fly. This was a 2014 movie where she plays Amy Peterson, and yeah. Let me read the back of this. Fireworks go off when Amy Peterson comes home to help save her family's annual 4th of July celebration and discovers she loves the man she left behind years ago to pursue her dream of becoming a journalist. There's just one problem. He's engaged to be married to her best friend, and Amy is the maid of honor. Nope. Just as mediocre. There's zero chemistry between any of the couples in here. The couples. Her best friend and her old boyfriend, now her best friend's fiance, zero chemistry, as does Meghan Markle with them. That's not particularly their fault all the way. It has to do with their acting a lot. But it's mostly the screenwriters, the screenplay. very poorly written, very poorly edited movie, just like Dater's Handbook, and I can see why she never did another Hallmark Channel movie again. Probably because either the pay wasn't that good, or she didn't really care for the script. I think it was her agent who told her, no, you have to do this movie, because I need money. Pretty much the same exact thing. I'm going to say this. If you like Hallmark Channel movies, these really poorly put together, well, some of them are really poorly put together, but I enjoy some of them. You'll enjoy these. When Sparks Fly is just as mediocre as Dater's Handbook. Didn't hate watching it, therefore, I'm going to give When Sparks Fly the same grade, a C-. Now on to Royal Hearts. This one, I'm going to do the same thing. Kelly, a hopeless romantic in Montana, eager to finish. You're basically just telling me everything, okay? Her father, Hank, he's a rancher, and he receives news that he has inherited an estate from a faraway land. When they travel there, they discover that Hank has not only inherited the estate, but the title that goes along with it, King. You got James Brolin in this. He acts in this, and he directs it. Oh, God. This is bad. This is very bad. The only reason this isn't horrible is because of the well done cinematography. When anything has to do with royalty, now I'm sorry, the Royal Wedding Collection, there's zero that has to do with royal weddings. They're only calling it the Royal Wedding Collection because one, When Sparks Fly has a wedding in it. And Royal Hearts because it takes place in a royal kingdom. Not very well done. As well as you got Andrew Cooper in there. I can't stand Andrew Cooper. Thank God Meghan Markle's not in this. Because this could have been called the Meghan Markle Pack. Hallmark Channel needs to give some DVDs to actresses who actually do good movies for them, like Candace Cameron Bure, Lori Loughlin, Lacey Chabert, Danica McKellar. Give them their own DVD packs like this, but call it the Lori Loughlin Collection, the Candace Cameron Bure Collection. I mean, good God. Don't call it the Royal Wedding Collection when it is very noticeable that there's anything, barely anything to do with anything royal wedding-esque in this thing. 3 very mediocre movies that are all put on one disc, and I can see why it's $10 at Walmart, because that's what all of these Hallmark Channel movies turn out to be when they first come out, is $10. Same grade for all of them, a C-. I don't know what I'm reviewing next. I know I said I was going to be reviewing Josie next, but honestly, I don't know. I just decided to sit down and watch all 3 of these because they were on one disc and they gotta get going back to the library. I might review Humor Me next. Stay tuned for whatever review is next or whatever video is next. And best of luck to the soon-to-be married couple, Prince Harry, Meghan. I'm not calling her Princess Meghan yet because she's not princess yet. Princess Kate, on the other hand, and Prince William, yeah. That's all I gotta say, because if I go on any longer, I will go into why I don't think she will get queen and why I don't think she deserves to be queen. And I'm meaning Meghan Markle. I'm pretty sure that's gonna get handed down to King and Queen, William and Kate, because one, they're both British, and I don't believe an American by law over there can be queen. I believe you got to be a natural born citizen of Great Britain. Well, stay tuned for the next video, whatever that may be.